between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. The big storyline to keep your eyes on today, they are without their starting running back. Their backup has not had any touches yet this season, so this will be new. It's going to be fast and furious to start this first quarter. He challenged his offensive lineman in the locker room before the game. Make sure he's comfortable. Give him time to make his reads. Let's all work together to start this game. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. And the Bulldogs kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Going with the ground game left. Got the first down. Smashes through the tackle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
Motion from the wideout. Smith dropping to pass. Turns it upfield. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll try the right side. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. You start the season, top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces. Well thought.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Looking down the middle. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. It's a seam wide open.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The corners are walked up tight. Fires to the wideout. Got it!
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And the sack all the way back at the 5. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Smith wants to throw. Holds on, it's fair. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. The give to the left. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gonna run it. It's Moffitt. Oh, it's a fumble. And he gets back on top of it, and a burst disaster. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Here on 2nd and 9 sends 3 receivers to the right. Quarterback signaling to his guy. 2nd down, gonna throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
From the gun, it's Moffitt. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
And they get another 1st down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get 1st downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor.
And he will score! Touchdown, Bulldog! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchdown. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Smith dropping to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
And the Ducks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Making the adjustment on the play.
Freeze, freeze. Flat, flat. Square, square, square. Sweet. Rock, rock, rock. Ready, go.
Needs it here on 4th down. Escapes the pressure to his right. The throw. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Smith wants to throw. Setting up the screen. Runs through the tackle. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Motion from the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going up top. Firing to the right, complete. Turns it on in midfield. A lot of room to the right. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks.
man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he tacks on the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Making the adjustment. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. All by himself down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Smith dropping to pass. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Second down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Working the ground game. Defense all over it.
Now, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield and made the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Smith wants to throw. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for running room, but they get him down to the 28, and now they are set up. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's changing the play. Drops back on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Taylor. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Straight ahead, it's Moffitt. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
From deep, it's Dodson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of games. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Runs through a tackle. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Long way to go on 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. First play of this drive. Makes the grab. Heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Keep it on the ground. Sees an alley. He's got the first down. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. The give to the back. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Louisville taking on the number 19 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Cardinals lighting up the scoreboard en route to the win. How about two teams putting up 50 burgers in a game that has to be in the conversation for Game of the Year?
The Bulldogs offense is on the field ready to get this drive cranked up. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
All over him immediately.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Drives inside. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Offense facing 4th down.
Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. Quarterback keeps it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for our 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down, going to throw it. Unloads to the right. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Ripping through the defense. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this 2nd half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Smith wants to throw. Throws it deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Off play action on 1st down. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Georgia going up tempo. On the ground, it's Moffitt. Breaks the tackle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Changing the routes with his receivers.
Q. Freeze. Slap. Rock. Hey, move. Go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Give to the single back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That one comes out hot down the right side. Touchdown, Bulldog! And the beatdown has ensued. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. They'll send the back in motion. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Right side, it's Bear. There he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Smith wants to throw. Left side, it's Bear. Makes the grab in their space. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back to back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Nowhere to go.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
3rd and long coming up. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set.
Return. Look. Slide.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Moffitt. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense takes matters into its own hands. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Smith dropping to pass. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
That keeps the score. Georgia 52, Oregon 34.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Here comes the offense onto the field again. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Wants to throw one first. Turns it upfield. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Swamped immediately.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Smith wants to throw. Fires left. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
We've got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Second down, gonna throw it. He uncorks one deep. And he's thrown another another interception. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Fake and wants to throw. Rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Quarterback changing the play.
Q. Freeze. Go.
On the move. Got the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The run to the left. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. Got a little grass. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Flying down the right side. Past the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the two-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. Here comes the heat. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3.
And after that two-point try, we've got a three-point game. And how about the pressure on the kicker now? You've got to come out with seconds to go, execute a perfect onside kick, and then in all likelihood, you're going to have to kick a bomb through the uprights with tons of pressure to force this thing to OT.
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
Entering Accessibility tab, menu narration option is set to off selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to